Hello everyone, welcome to a new video. It is me, Desiree, and today I wanted to share some things I hit pan on. I have six things I've hit pan on lately. I was gonna say recently and lately at the same time. Lately, and I wanted to share with you what they are. As a beauty crazy person, I find it so exciting and nuts whenever I hit pan on anything because I'm always wanting to try something else. There's always a different color, a different brand, and it's not often that I hit pan on anything. So I'm going to share with you the 6 things I hit pan on and then just, share a little memory, what I like about it, why I've hit pan on it, all that kind of stuff. So this is the Ulta Beauty Matte Bronzer. I probably should have cleaned these packagings a little bit. But this is what it looks like, and there is my little pan. I knew pan was coming on this one soon because you could see like the rings of it coming through the powder. And I was like, one day I'm gonna hit that pan. And you know how it's like a pinhole amount of pan that you hit, literally like a pinhead. And it still counts, but yeah, this one has opened up just a little bit. I love this bronzer a lot. This was a free gift with purchase from Ulta Beauty, and I loved it immediately. And it's actually the thing that made me want to start exploring the Ulta Beauty brand. And I totally love the brand now, totally love a lot of the products, a lot of really holy grails there. But anyway, I love this bronzer, and I searched around through the brand trying to find this because I was hoping they sold this as maybe not this compact, but still as a matte bronzer. I don't find anything that looks just like this. I wish they would make this permanent and maybe in several other shades because dang, it's so pretty. It's so like light and satiny. I mean, I don't know, swatch is going to tell you a whole lot about the bronzer, but it has this really light kind of satin finish to it. It doesn't look shimmery or anything like that on my face, but it's just enough to make it not flat matte. I love it so much. Yeah, this is one I don't want to run out of because I just love it so much, and I have a little memory attached to it, and yeah, it's lovely. I feel like this lid is gonna crack off any minute now because every time I open it, it's just a little more wiggly. But yeah, I love this, and I wish it was a permanent product. Another bronzer I hit pan on just yesterday is the L'Oreal Glam Bronze in the shade Medium. It's this one. These came out a couple of years ago. They still make it. They changed the packaging. It's still this big, but it's in that packaging now that's like baby pink or something, and it's called something else. They still make it. They still sell it. It just doesn't look like this anymore. Let me show you the pan. I broke the lid this morning. But the pan is, I'm sure you can see the pattern there, but there's a little line here that looks like maybe like it's a brush hair. And this is one of those times where I'm like, it still counts. It's still the pan, because it's exposed just a little bit. And actually yesterday I thought it was a brush hair. So I went to like touch it and I realized it was hard. And I'm like, oh no, that's the pan I'm hitting, that little tiny line right there. I know you can see it. And if you're someone who gets very excited about hitting pan, I know you're like, that counts, right? It counts. Anyway, I broke the lid off this morning because I opened it like, I don't know why I pulled it so weird and I can't get it to go back on. And now I'm just like, oh, one of my favorite things too. Anyway, they did a first run of this, I don't know, a few years ago now, or maybe even just a couple of years ago. And I always wanted it, but it was like $12 or $14 or something. And I thought that's too much for that. I don't want to buy it. But I thought about it the whole entire year. I'm not even joking. I thought about it all the time. Like, why didn't I buy that? And then me and my boyfriend were walking around at Walmart one day, and I saw the display, and I immediately was like, oh my God, I have to have it. And it's amazing. I love this bronzer so much. They did come out with a couple of shades. I want to say 3 shades maybe. I don't know if swatches of bronzer really do a whole lot for anybody, but there it is, that one right there. They came out with a few shades. I have the medium and the light, I think. This is the only one I use though. The other one I bought it just because I had to have 2 of them for some reason. I love this because it's a really nice tone of like brown with a little bit of orange in it. I love an orangey kind of bronzer. And it has some shimmer in it. It's not enough to look like glitter, but it's enough to put some like sparkle on your face. It kind of depends on the brush that I use. I notice on my face, I don't see the sparkle, but when I use this on my neck or chest, I can see the sparkle. It's not enough for me to feel like, oh my God, this bronzer has a ton of glitter in it, but it's enough to make it look like awesome. I just love this one so much. Maybe you could see the sparkle a little bit in the different lighting. I love this one a lot. It's one of my all-time favorites, and now I broke the lid off, but yeah, there's that one. The next thing I've hit pan on is the Tarte CC Under Eye Corrector. I love this. Oh, my hair is like a little bit itchy. You know when you have an itch on your face, but you can't scratch it because you have makeup on and you just gotta like poke it? All right. Anyway, Tarte CC Under Eye Corrector. I've been using this for years and years. Not this one, but this product in general. And there's my pan there. I use this all the time. I've been using it for such a long time that when I do hit pan, I don't even notice. I'm just like, I just keep using it. And I actually forgot about this when I was picking out the things that I had hit pan on. I forgot to hit pan on this because I hit pan on this so often that it's not like, not that it's not exciting anymore, but you know, it's different when you hit pan on a cream than a powder. Powder will take you like 10 years. Anyway, I love this so much. It's a really great under eye corrector. I use it specifically right here and then right here where all this darkness gathers around. It has a little bit of pink in it, just enough to kind of counteract the like dark tones that are right here in my inner part of my eye. And I really, really like this. I have tried other ones. I've tried the Pixie one and I find it way too pink. I mean, it looks pink. And I don't like a corrector that you have to put a concealer on top of. I want something one and done. And for me and my skin tone and my needs, this is the perfect shade for me because although it does look a little pink in the swatch, when I put it on my eye area, the pink and the darkness from my dark circles, it balances out to look just like concealer. Like it doesn't look pink. And I love this a lot. I've bought it for years and years. It's one of my absolute favorite products. I never like to be without it. And I use it all the time. It's awesome. And I hit pan on it. My shade is light medium for reference. The next thing I have hit pan on is a Too Faced Born This Way multi-use complexion powder in the shade Almond. This is my all-time favorite powder. Look at that. Look at that beautiful ring there. And you can see the ring too in the powder. Anyway, this is my absolute favorite powder. I use this every single day, literally. It's the best. You can use it as a foundation powder, which I don't use it like that all the time. I use it to really set makeup, something maybe I put on like that was super dewy or a little bit much. I want to tone it down. I love this powder because it doesn't make me look flat matte. I love this powder because creams go really well on top of it. It adds coverage to your face. So what I've been loving doing lately is just doing, oh my God, I got a lot of blush on today. I just saw this side. I'm like, oh my gosh, is that too much? Does it just look like too much in the camera? Anyway, what I've been loving doing lately is concealer, and that's it. I haven't been really crazy about foundation lately. I've been doing concealer and then this powder to add some more coverage, and then that's it, and I love it so much. It doesn't cake up on itself no matter how much I use. It doesn't settle into lines. It doesn't do anything wrong. I love this powder so much, and every time I purchase one or, I don't know, I use one up, I always think about when I bought it, because I bought this on HSN. I did a video on my haul when I bought this because I had too many drinks that night and I was on HSN and I was just buying stuff and I had actually forgot what I bought. Completely forgot. And I was opening it on camera and I was like, oh yeah, I forgot I got this. And this was one of those things I had been looking at for a long time. And luckily I picked the right shade. I must not have been too many drinks in when I bought this one, because it's the perfect shade for me, this shade Almond. I love this powder a lot. It comes in a bunch of different shades. I hope they never discontinue it because I love having it. I did buy two. This one is one of them. Earlier this year, Ulta had this in their 21 Days of Beauty, so it was half off. So I bought two because it's kind of like buy one, get one free at regular price. Love this. I will use this. I have no intentions of ever not using it. I love it. The next thing is a blush. I actually hit pan on this in a video and I was kind of disappointed about that because I hit pan with a swatch, which was kind of like, I felt like it wasn't, I didn't earn it. I didn't earn the pan. But this is a Super Shock cheek blush in the shade Prenup from Colourpop. And this is one of my all-time favorite blushes ever. I love this so much. I started using this because I had a project pan that I was trying to do and it was semi-successful, of all my Colourpop Super Shock things. I didn't want them to dry out, so I was trying to use all of them. And this was one of the blushes. I'm trying to get a nice swatch there for you. This was one of the blushes, and I fell in love with this blush so much. It's gotten obviously drier over time because I've had this for at least a year, if not a little longer. But I know I've had it at least a year and a half. I've had this. I almost want to say 2 years now. Anyway, it's not completely dried up. It performs just fine with the stippling brush. I love the Real Technique stipple brush. And I love the color. It's a really like cool toned kind of pink blush. A little bit of like a tiny bit of a purple tone in there. I love this a lot. I wore the heck out of it last year. And then I was swatching it in a video recently and hit pan on it. But I've used it since then, so I feel like the pan has expanded because of the brush. And I've earned it. I've earned this pan. Yeah, love this blush a lot. I have another one of these that I don't use very often. I don't know. That's fine. Last thing here is from Fresh, and it's the Sugar Lip Caramel. I have to dust this off because in my room, this is like the dustiest apartment I've ever lived in. Anyway, this is the Lip Caramel Hydrating Balm. And I don't know if this really counts as hitting pan, but I mean, I hit the bottom of the container. Does that count? I think it counts because I don't hit pan on anything, so I'm counting anything I can. And I guess you could see right through it. This is a lip balm from the brand Fresh. This is actually something, I don't know if that swatch is going to do anything for you, but it doesn't really have any color, although it looks like it might. This is something I purchased a full size of because I tried a sample and I loved it. Oh my gosh, I loved it so much that I bought this and then I completely forgot about it. Like I use it every now and then, but I ended up putting it in my bag, like my makeup bag that I put in my purse, I guess, that I never open or use. It's there for like emergencies. I put this in there and completely forgot about it. So I pulled it out, put it in my room where all my other like lip balms and stuff are, and I've been using it more now. And this, in my opinion, is the only good one out of all of these Fresh lip balms. I bought the coconut one. I used it all the way up, but I hated it. I found it like it sucked the life out of my lips. I don't feel it was hydrating at all. I didn't like that at all, and it made me not want to buy any other ones because I thought it was going to be this formula, but it's not. It's really different. This one is super creamy. It almost feels like it's melted, and I really, really like it. It has a very strong scent, though, of like caramel, so if you don't like that super scented lip balm, that one you could kind of taste when you get it in your lips, I don't think you'll love this one just because the scent is really strong, but the formula, really, really like. And that is it. Those are the 6 things I have hit pan on. 6 things out of probably hundreds that I own. It's not a lot, but you know what? It's a lot to me because I never hit pan on anything. Let me know some things you've hit pan on recently. Have you tried any of these things I have hit pan on? I would love to know your thoughts and opinions as always, and I will see you later in another video. Goodbye.